What's up you guys, and welcome to another video. So for today's video we are being inspired by the Oscars, which I love. So it is Monday today, which means that the Oscar has just ended and the pictures are already out. So I've been checking it out, I've been loving some things, and I was like, I'm gonna recreate it. I'm going to recreate a look by Lucy Boynton and also Janelle, I think her name is. Both stunning people, and they had gorgeous makeup and gorgeous clothes. I don't have the clothes on me, but I did the rest of it. So I did the pearl thing. I don't have any pearls, but I did have these stickers, which quite frankly work pretty well for being stickers. And also I did a mixture of both of them. So I created like the really big lashes and the red lip and also the gray eye. I wanted to recreate it and see how it turned out actually, and I wanted to do it with you. So before we get started, make sure that you give this video a like and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And also thank you so much for clicking on this video, it really means the world. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm just gonna pull my hair back. I've already clipped my little fringe backwards so it stays there. And because, like I mentioned, the Oscars is always all about like flawless skin. So I figured I will try to make my skin as flawless as possible. And let's face it, it looks like this right now. I have a lot of hormonal breakout. It's that time of the month. And I just feel like I need to cover it up in some way, but I don't want my skin to look fake. You know what I mean? I want it to look real while still looking flawless. You get what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be mixing my Drunken Elephant D-bronzers per usual with my Glassy Touch in Soul Pretty Fitters balm together, and I'm just gonna put it all over my face. I adore this. I think it's seriously one of the best things I've got in one of my boxes. It's really good and it smells so fresh. It smells really fresh, and it also gives you the nicest glow to your skin. So I just taking a pump of this, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face and my neck to make my skin really tanned and beautiful. Oh crap. So I've already prepped my brows, but they're not prepped anymore because I just put bronzer all over them. So that's amazing. Good job, Claudia, good job. So I'm just going to take my little towel here that I usually use to wash my brushes with, and I'm just gonna run it through my brows to make sure that I don't have a lot of residue there. And I'm just going to comb up my brows using my normal soap that I always use because it's my new favorite. Someone asked me yesterday if I had brow lamination done. I was like, no, this is soap brows. Finally, I have pretty brows and people start asking me about them. Before, they've always been like, meh. So because I want flawless skin, I'm going into my ITcosmetics CC cream, and I'm gonna put this all over my face. It's a little bit cool tone because the bronzer is so freaking warm, but I like it so much. I think this one is one of my new favorites actually, and I just ordered a sample size of it because I was like, I'm not gonna get it if it's not good. And you can see it's a little bit light for my new bronzing addiction. But as you saw, I just put it like in the middle of my face because what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it out. So I'm going to highlight all the places that I want highlighted underneath my eyes, on like parts of my cheeks, around my nose because my nose is always red, and then in the middle of my brows, it's called, and also up towards my forehead. And I just make sure that I really press this in. But you can see it blends in quite nicely. So it is light, but it still blends in. So I love this CC cream, and I also love the finish of it because I think the finish is just the most stunning finish there is actually. Okay, so I've just done my face part of it. I'm going to wait with my concealer until I've done my eyes, and there's not a lot going to happen on my ass actually. I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to draw like a gray eyeliner just across and then put some underneath, and then I'm going to line it with black inside of it because that's how Janelle has it. So it's called 24/7 eyeliner, and it's in platinum blonde, and it's by Beauty for Real. So this is a pencil from Beauty for Real. I think it's a stunning color. It has like a really pretty sheen to it. It's a little bit golden, it's a little bit silver, somewhere in between. I don't really know where to place this color because it's not silver, it's not gold. It depends on what light you're in. So I'm just going to place this like all across my lash line. And I don't even think I'm gonna brush it through. I'm just gonna keep it like that. Super simple. I feel like a lot of the Oscars looks are actually quite simple. It never feels like they're too much. I always feel like they're actually very, very simple and glam and just so pretty, but not overly done. We're gonna start at lining our waterline with a smoky eye pen from Rodial. This is my favorite. I'm just going to look down while I do this. And we're gonna do both sides, so both up and down. Because I just feel like I want it really, really black around my eyes. God, it feels like ages that I've actually had like a black waterline. And that, my friend, is a black waterline. So we've done both up and down. What we're gonna do now is we're going to dip into this little pretty thing, which is, no, actually, I wanna use the HAUS Labs today. Found it! So we're going into my HAUS Laboratories liquid eyeliner. And what we're going to do is we're going to create like a tiny, tiny, tiny little wing liner just to extend our eyes. We're going to press it just across our waterline, not waterline, our lash line, like really, really small. And then we're just going to flick it just a little bit. We're not even going to extend it for a long one. We're just going to make a tiny, 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 tiny little one. I hope you can see me. And I'm just going to press it. There you go. So what we did is we pressed it to our lash line, like really, really tightly. If you can see how small that is, I don't know if it picks up, but you can see just how thin it is. You just need to press it down, almost like you're doing almost like a ball motion, downwards, 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 downwards. And it's going to look like this. And then just right here, I just picked it and I just like pressed it and I just follow like the tiniest, tiniest, tiniest little line just to make my eyes look a little bit more smoky. I don't know, smoky, luscious, you get what I mean. Pretty, okay. What we want to do now is I want to smoke the blackness out that I put in my waterline. So I'm just going to grab like a clean brush. This is my Morphe E36 and I'm just going to grab it and look downwards. I'm just going to blend the color that I put in my waterline together with my lash line the tiniest amount. And that's just to make it look not so perfect. So if you see the difference between those eyes, this one is a little bit more slick and this one is a little bit more smoldering. And I'll just do that until I'm happy. So I don't put any additional color. I just tug my eye down and then I just blend, 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 blend. And it creates a little bit blackness. It creates a really, really stunning, sexy eye. And I love it. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to add a tiny amount of glitter, like seriously the smallest amount. I figured that I will go into Tati Beauty's glitters because I think they are the best, and I know there's a shade here that is like a combination between gold and silver, which is the Aura color right here. I'm just going to take a normal flat brush from my MAC 242S. I'm just going to put it really like on top of all of this, just in the middle. I really follow the silver liner to just get a little bit more extra oomph, as I call it. And there's not a lot, it's just something extra happening. And then I also saw that she has something, she has just underneath here, like on top there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to wait for that until I've concealed my under eye. I'm going to in with my Tarte Shape Tape Glow On because this has been a blessing. It's an amazing product, like seriously, it just lights up my face so amazingly. So I'm just gonna tap it. I don't want that, so I'm just going to do it like that. And then I'm going to stamp it in with my little June & Co Beauty Blender. And I'm doing this before because I feel like if I would have done this afterwards, what's gonna happen is I'm going to get glitter all over my face. And that's not very Oscar-y of us, is it? And also with these, the glitters from TATI, I feel like it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to have some fallout no matter what. So I'm just gonna have to live with it. Now I'm going to go in with the brush that I used before, and I'm just gonna stamp it underneath before I apply my mascara. I got some in my eyes. It's not very nice and not to recommend. And there we have it. We have something extra happening. I got it in my eyes, which is not a surprise for me because I'm a klutz, and yep, I can feel it. I'm gonna start crying soon. So what we're gonna do now is, I feel like both of them, none of them had false lashes, or they might have had like, you know, just like tiny, like individually glued lashes, but I still want my lashes to be really extended and really, really long. So for that, I thought that I would go into my, I'm going to be high maintenance. So I'm going to go into my Superfan Smashbox Fanned Out Mascara. This is a lovely mascara. It creates like false lash effect, but I'm going to go into my by TARTE Lash-Expert Twist Brush after I've used this to create even more length, and I know that that's an excellent brush for spreading my lashes apart. So I'm just going to apply this really generously. Okay, so I think we have pretty nice lashes. I think we have a pretty nice look. I'm going into my second mascara, which is the one by TARTE one. And what I love about this is the fact that you can actually twist it. It's such a great brush. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but I love this mascara and it never disappoints. And I just feel what this is going to do is create the, I don't know, spider leg effect, while not exactly, because it will separate my lashes a lot more. And just like, look at that. Look at my lashes. They look so good. Next up, we're moving on to face to let my eyes dry a little bit. I'm going into my GIGI Gorgeous, per usual, the 6 Skull Bronzing Duo, which I love. So I'm just going to take my bronzer brush because I feel like there's not a lot of contouring going on anymore in the same way. Of course, J-Lo, she always contours, but you know what I mean, in the sense of not like it's been done before, if you get what I mean. So I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and just shape my face a little, give it a little bit more of a bronze, more than I already have. And I feel like I've been trying out the Tarte sculpting palette. I love the palette, but I feel like it becomes, for some reason, I get it patchy, so it looks horrible. But I think it might be my technique instead of actually the product itself, because so many people love it. So I'm going to keep trying it and keep assessing it and see if I'll ever love it. Like I love this powder, like this powder right here is the best. It's the best. I'm going to dip into an old love of mine, which is the STILA Sunset Serenade Convertible Color Duo Lip and Cheek, it's called. This is a stunning palette that I've had for years. Yes, I'm the kind of person, I don't throw away my makeup. I would never. And this is it. It looks like this. It's a very, very stunning shade palette with a lot of different shades. And I love using the butt of a beauty blender to apply these. And I feel like I'm gonna go in for quite a natural look. So I'm going to go into Peach Blossom and Gerbera. I just feel like they're so pretty together and they work really, really well. So I'm just gonna apply it to the bottom of my thingy, and I'm just going to press it to my cheeks. I feel that I look quite pretty now, but I want something extra. I wanna strobe it. I want some strobe light, so I'm going into my MAC Strobe Cream, but I'm going to just pop it on the high points of my face, because I don't want, like I mentioned, I want my skin to look like it's just glowing. I don't want any particular highlighter, because I just want a glowing effect. Okay, so I feel like my lashes have stayed. I feel like I've had a lot of things on my face, but what I want to do now is I want to move on, and I want to move on to my lips. So I just found the perfect pencil. I'm going to go into my Lord & Berry Kiss Crayon Lipstick. This is a lovely orange red kind of shade. I think I've worn it once before and I love this shade. I think it's a pretty, really stunning shade. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by applying the GLAZE Visage one around my lip because it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit to a different color, and then we're going to top the other one on top of that. So I'm just going to do that right now. As you can see, it goes a little bit more to the pink side, which I like. I'm just going to apply some makeup fix to smooth everything out. Okay, so next up we're going into my hair, and I feel like just spontaneously that this is gonna be a disaster, but I want to try it and see. It might be as cool as she did it. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in on my little, I don't know what it's called, this part right here, wrong way. And for this I'm using my Total Result Matrix High Amplify Proforma hairspray. This is my favorite one, and it's been my favorite one for years. Like, I've tried to change it, but it never goes well when I do. I always go back. So I think we might have a winner here. Do you think it's gonna stay? I don't know, because I never used hairspray to do my side bone. I don't know what it's called. Okay, now we're going into the risky part. I don't know if this is going to work at all. It might just look like I have fleece or something in my hair. Or it might look really cool, who knows? It's looking funny. Okay. It looks kind of cool. So I'm just gonna zoom you out and you're gonna see the whole picture. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I think it turned out stunningly. I think it's so gorgeous. I would actually wear this myself to a super important event if I had any. And I think my hair together with the makeup and with the like the red orangey lips together with just a simple eye is not a lot of things happening, but this accessory right here, it's super cool. I was like, is this going to work? Is it going to look okay? It looks fine. But I think, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that if you wanted to stay on an entire night, you would actually have to like literally spray like hairspray on top of the rocks and then glue it on. Because I felt like just the normal regular like glue from the rocks itself, not the best quality, if you know what I mean. I haven't done a video on my hair, but if you would like to see how I created this hair, just pop it in the comment section down below, and I will make sure to recreate it and maybe even create some more waves, because this is just a simple hairdo that I did yesterday that's just been staying me on all night. And also, I would love to know which one of all the celebrities on the Oscars gala was your favorite, because for me, it was a hard time finding my favorite, and I was like, which one is the favorite? Which one is the best one? Which one are everyone talking about? And I couldn't figure it out, so I just chose two that I was like, I love this, I love this, I love this. So I would love to know which one was your favorite. Let me know in the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't liked this video and you like this video, then make sure that you give this video a thumbs up now, and also subscribe if you want to join me. And that was pretty much everything. So thank you so much again, and I'm really looking forward to seeing my next video. Bye!